A very quick review of free boxing gloves that I picked up for my clients. After reading quite a lot, I decided to buy RDX gloves. I think it's you get very good glove, very good quality for what you're paying for. So I picked up three gloves. I'm going to show you which ones they are. Okay, those ones, they are quite common on websites such as Amazon, or you can go directly to RDX. So it's a very first impression, really. So the first one is the cheapest one, and I think they call it Maya-hide leather. I'm not entirely sure that it's actually real leather, but it's the cheapest of the three. This only come in 12 ounces and 16 ounces. So the 12 ounces if you have a smaller hand and smaller build, and 16 ounces if you are bigger. I've got pretty small hand for a guy. I'm 5'9", and I'm about 76 kilograms. So there's very little difference in all those three gloves. So this one, the first impression, and actually we still got the tag, but we tried it yesterday at the gym. And my first impression on that one is, I love it. It's such a perfect fit. So that's a 12 ounce for me, and it's really tight. So if I was to wear anything under, if I was to wrap my hand or put some inner glove with padding, maybe I would go for the 16 ounces. Just for light work, this one at 12 fit perfect. For me, yesterday when I was using it in the bag, it felt really good, there was no problem. But one of my clients tried it, and she said that she felt pressure on the tip of her fingers. So, that was a little of a negative. But for me, apart from that, I just love it. So, the strap there, it's really nice and sturdy. So, you just go one turn, and actually it really kind of close on your wrist like this, and you've got a very good wrist support. It's not moving, you see. This way there's really good wrist support. I mean, they are new. I suspect I will give away a bit along the line, but see what I like about these gloves. This glove is the shape. All right, so that's a kind of rounded shape, so it's more for sparring, but I used it on the bag yesterday and it was perfect. And I just like the overall feeling of it. So it's just slightly cheaper. I think it's on their website for £33 English sterling. Maybe you can try to get it at 10% cheaper. So, and the other one are £39. So there's very little difference in price. And you will say that, overall, maybe you get more for your money, because the other one are definitely leather gloves. But this one might not be. I don't think it is. But overall, I really like that one. Okay, that for me is a winner. So pay attention to it though, because they are selling it in 3 different colors. This one is the brown one. And actually, as you can see the inside, maybe you can't see very well, but the way it's constructed, it lets the air go through. There's ventilation all the way up to here. And actually, the other colors, I think they sell like a green one and a blue one or something. It just go up to here, and after that it's leather. So they are not really exactly the same. But overall, for the money, I love that glove. Okay, the second glove, they call it the quad core. That's leather, cowhide leather. That's definitely a leather glove. So when I watch your website, this was absolutely my favorite glove. This so there's different sizes on this one. You know, you can do it 12, 14, 16. You might even get it in 10. And this one is a 14 ounces. So on paper, when I look at those three gloves on the website, this was absolutely my favorite one. I think the color are really cool. You know, the black and the red, the blue look cool too. And actually, I really love that one. So when I put it on, it's actually, that's 14 ounces. It's really tight. You know, I can feel all the stitches there, you know, coming to push into my hand. So even though this is a 14 ounces, it feels as tight, maybe more than the 12 on the other one. Having said that, there's a lot of room on the thumb there, you know. But it's quite a tight fit. Now the strap. Okay, see, it's a simple strap system. So when I strap it, it's okay, I feel good. But it's not as tight. See, there's a little bit of a gap. It's just not as tight as the other one. I mean, it might be because of the size. The other one was a 12 ounces, but the strap system on the first glove for me was better. There's a slight difference between the two. See, this one is slightly different, but it feels like it feels neater. It feels better. This one feels a bit more flimsy, a bit less resistant. It's okay. Listen, in truth, there's very little difference between those three. Okay, I'm really trying to be picky and trying to find differences there. You know, I think if you had to just buy any one, you would be happy with it. But in terms of strap, I think that's the one I like the least. So it's a bit more squarish here than the first one. You see, but listen, that's a good glove, all right? It's a good glove. It's just not. It's not my favorite. Okay, the last one. Actually, those two are pretty similar, I would say, but there's a difference there. The strap is different, as you can see. So you see there's a cadre and you can pull, alright? And actually that's a fantastic system. That's a much better, tighter system. So this one is a 16 ounces. Again, it's leather, they call it cowhide leather. Gel glove. So you see, as I'm pulling, now it's very tight on my wrist. So I can go all around and strap it. And now my wrist is very secure. So that's a 16 ounces and it feel alright for my hand. So I would say, you know, if you're any bigger than me, absolutely don't go for less than 16. And even at my, you know, if I was to just choose between the 16 and the 14, I definitely feel more comfortable with the 16 for my size. So that's one thing. I'm just going to keep them for myself. I will use it also as a pad, you know, for my client to use it as a pad, and like this I can respond with some punches and to work on defenses. Because if I was to buy a coach pad, that's about 60 quid, and I just don't want to spend this type of money. So I'm going to use this actually as a coach pad, you know, where clients is quite tough enough for me to take a slight punch and be able to respond, which is better than using a pad, because the pad are often just too hard to do that. So yeah, I like that one. That's a very good one. That's for the money, you've got an amazing glove there. Which one is the winner? I think because it's a leather, because it's a stripe, and because there's only 5 pound, 6 pound difference between this one and the first one, I would think that is the overall winner. The strap is just so good, and the wrist support is just amazing. But a very, very, very close second. That's the glove. That's actually the one that I prefer to wear myself. But it's only 12 ounces. Yeah, this one feels really good. That's it, you know. If I was to go right now to do a session on a bike and just box for a bit of fun for half an hour, that's the glove I use. And it's so, I mean, it's not very fair. It's 16 ounces. This one is 12. So straight away, that one feels lighter. Okay, so this is certainly why I'm saying this, but that's a good glove. I love that glove. I could even put it as number one. But amazingly, you know, this is my least favorite. Actually, I'm even going to take it back and get a refund, which is very disappointing because it looks so cool. But listen, if the look is the most important to you and you really love that one, I'm really looking at little details. But for me, the big leg down is this is a 14 ounces glove, and when I put it, it feels the tightest, and the wrist support, as you can see there, you know, when I close, it's just not. It's good, it's okay, but it's not as good as the other. That's it. If you have any question, let me know. But I would say for what you're paying for, you know, all of them are less than 40 quid, which is what, $50? You will be really, really hard pushed to find anything better than that. And there's some companies that are out there, especially from Thailand, that seems to be doing some really good glove for about $10 cheaper. But I'm not sure the quality is as good. The review for all those gloves are just very, very good. So here you are. But I would say that RDX is a very good company. If you want to, if you don't have much time to spend to research and you don't want to spend so much money, that's a good choice. All right, okay, that's it for today. Ciao.